No sweat for the Monsters against the Heat. The Monsters University stayed #1 for the second weekend. It brought in another $46 million. But Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy brought the heat. The female buddy cop movie opened at #2 last weekend. The movie's $40 million opening is twice what many Hollywood insiders expected. And World War Z was third with $29 million. Well, just in case you're tired of the fireworks and the cookouts, Hollywood has some exciting new movies for your holiday festivities. Here's Sean McBride, the movie guy, with a preview of this weekend's new movies.
You want me to wear a mask?
The men you seek think you are dead, Kimosabe. Better to stay that way.
Hi-ho Silver, and away we go with a big-budget remake of The Lone Ranger. Armie Hammer and Johnny Depp team up in a film that wants to be a new Pirates of the Caribbean-style film, only done up as a Western.
You're dead. Not yet.
The Lone Ranger is a very odd mix of horrific violence and campy humor. It is well made, but that constant shifting in tone left me cold. Hi-ho Silver, go away Lone Ranger.
Mr. Gru, Agent Lucy Wilde of the Anti-Villain League. You're gonna have to come with me.
Oh, sorry. What did he say?
You know, you really should announce your weapons after you fire them. For example, lipstick taser!
Despicable Me was a surprise hit 3 summers ago, and the sequel, Despicable Me 2, is another charmer. This time, supervillain Gru is working for the good guys. He's trying to do well by his 3 adopted girls. Of course, things are always getting messed up by his army of little yellow minions. Those minions steal the show and make Despicable Me 2 into a real winner. I can't wait until they get their own spin-off movie next year.
Hilarious.
And that's what's with the movies this week. I'm Sean McBride, the movie guy.
And Sean McBride, the movie guy, joins us via Skype to talk about the new movies. Hi, Sean.
How you doing? Happy 4th of July. I hope you had a good one.
Same to you. Let's start with The Lone Ranger. This has been long anticipated. They've been running, the trailers for a year now, and the movie finally hits the theaters, and it's a bit of a mess.
It's the theaters, and it's a big flat, thump. It's not a good movie. It has moments where it's very good. I mean, some of the action stuff. It starts and begins with a action sequence aboard a train, and it's quite thrilling. And that stuff is all good. And I actually kind of like Armie Hammer and Johnny Depp. I think they make an okay team here. But it is tonally so strange. One moment it's doing really violent, horrific stuff, and the next moment it's doing slapstick comedy. It just kind of doesn't work together within itself, and it's 2.5 hours long. That's way too long. I just thought it was kind of a mess.
Yeah, I hear a lot of complaints both about the length, as you mentioned, but also the tone. And do you think they tried to be too many things to too many people in this movie?
You know, so the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, which it's the same filmmaking team behind that, they obviously were a little longer, and they were perfectly fine. And I think they're trying to recapture the spirit of the Pirates movies. It just doesn't work. It's just too much of a mishmash. I just wish they would have simplified it. There are 3 villains in this piece. Pick one and go.
Speaking of villains, Despicable Me 2 in the theaters is a family film, and probably one people are going to enjoy.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Despicable Me too. I was a fan of the first one. I thought that was a surprise hit back in 2010. And I thought that the little minions, the little yellow guys, were very funny and not utilized as much as they could have been. This time around, the minions steal the show, which kind of, I guess that's kind of a negative because Gru, he has a little romance and he's trying to be the good guy this time out. And it's still fun, but it's not the central focus for my money. I come out of this movie thinking, oh, the Minions, I can't wait till they get their own spin-off movie. They're going to get one in December of next year. So we're excited to see that. I just thought it was fun. It was sweet and charming, amusing stuff for both moms and dads and the kids. A real nice surprise again.
Yeah, I see those Minions every time I go to the theater because they're part of the trailer, and, so I'm kind of sick of them. But, hey, each to his own. Let's talk about Kevin Hart also has a film out. This is he's the comedian, and this is a performance movie.
Kind of. It takes a while before it gets to the performance, and that's really my only critique of the film. Is it has him doing some stuff, and it's a World Tour movie beforehand before he finally gets on stage. It takes a little while to get there. That stuff's all wasted. Once you get to the performance, I think he's a very funny comedian. Particularly if you're a fan of Kevin Hart, you'll want to see it.
All right, Sean. Thanks a lot. We appreciate it.
All right. We'll see you next week.
And we'll see all of you at a matinee.